Yo, you good, bro? Listen, I am Bo Baines, and this is YGB Mental Health, where men talk and listen. So, very first episode, and I'm excited. I have created a safe space for men to be empowered to just prioritize their mental well-being and to be vulnerable without having vengeance against them. Men are going to be invited on this platform to say as much as they want or as little as they want, whatever's best for them. But this will be a safe space where men can talk, because men, we don't open up, we don't talk a lot, but it needs to be done so that other men can know that they are not alone. Other men can know that what they're going through, others around the world are having the same battles, the same situations, the same, just the same everything. We're just different men, but we're all going through the same stuff. So, with that being said, once again, let me just introduce you to YGB Mental Health. And this is a YGB convo. So sit down, chill, let's do this thing. So let's jump straight into it. This video is going to be just a little different because this is going to be more of an introductory type video. I'm going to just let you know what we're going to be doing on this podcast, on this show, whatever you want to call it. Let me just jump into a few things. Like I said, a few things we're going to do, but I am going to speak on the topic for tonight or for today's show. Well, it's nighttime right now where I'm at, but anyway, okay. I'm excited and I'm nervous. All right. So let's jump into first. What is YGB Mental Health? All right, I'm glad you asked. So YGB Mental Health is just a movement that I started. Just seeing how I went through a few things in my personal life. And I was just like, yo, if other men are going through this, they need some kind of outlet, some kind of something. If I'm going through this, I know other people have to be going through this. We need some kind of outlet. So I just created a website where it has like different information and different resources men can check out. Different resources to like crisis and hotline numbers, therapy numbers, just different varieties of resources, domestic abuse information. I'm adding stuff like insurance and things like that because we need it. So as we jump into the show, I'm gonna just be talking about different things. This show, like I said, is a little different. It's just gonna be me rambling, but I just want to let you know that it's here. It's finally here. For those that know me personally, y'all know I've been talking about this. Like I said, I created the website, created the TikTok where I just do like daily motivational little talks or whatever. I do it on my Facebook page, but it's just my regular Facebook page, Bo Baines. And then I created a YGB Mental Health Instagram page. And a lot of men have been interested in this. A lot of men have caught on to this. A lot of women have introduced it to their spouses or like their sons or somebody they know that's a man. And it's really going good right now. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a podcast to kind of like invite men to come and talk about their life as well. Um, if you're in Wilson or Wilson County, North Carolina, um, I was doing this thing called the safe space. And that was where us as men would come together, sit down, and talk. And I stopped that for a little while, but I do believe I'm going to start that back up because I believe men enjoy the fact of coming together, like I guess you could say in real life, but coming together in a space where we can speak on things, not be judged. Um, what was said in that room stayed in that room. Nobody went outside of that room to talk about nobody. And yeah, I think it's needed. So I think I'm going to start that back up. And speaking of safe space, let's jump into the main topic for tonight, which is, are you a safe space? Are you a safe space? And the reason why that's the topic and the reason why I asked that question is because us as men, we don't talk a lot. We don't talk a lot. And real quick, I just want to say, I know this ain't even this out of it, and this ain't even important, but the way I'm filming, God, I can't even talk. Help me, Lord. The way I'm filming, I have like a monitor where I can see myself. So if you see me looking up, I'm just making sure everything all right. And making sure my lips ain't dry, I guess, cause they really feel dry right now. But anyway, back to it. You can see I'm a crazy guy. Yes. Okay. So, what was I even talking about? Are you a safe space? Men do not talk. Men are very vulnerable. However, when that vulnerability gets used against us, we will shut back down and it's a wrap. It's already hard for a man to just come out and say anything, because when we do say stuff, or before we even say stuff, we already have that fear of being judged. We have that fear of what we trust you with to get out to somebody else. We have a fear that it'll get used against us, like in later conversations, or you're gonna do, like, for example, if I tell you that, just for example, if I tell you I'm scared of snakes, don't bring a snake over on purpose, like, but let's relate that to the bigger things in life. Like, if I tell you I've been cheated on and that sent me into the darkest spot of my life that I never want to go, don't go cheat on me. Leave me. Do something. Just don't go cheat on me. If I tell you that my last relationship was toxic and it was abusive and it was physical, hands got thrown, why would you do something to provoke me to want to put my hands on you? Why would you hit me and provoke me to want to hit you back? Stuff like that. So yeah, men already, we don't open up. We don't say a lot. As kids, we were pretty much taught to be quiet. Like, I know me in my personal life, when I was a child, I got whooped. How they say, ain't even gave nothing to cry about yet. I'm like, bro, you just whooped me though. It'd be like that. But hey, so is even as kids, we taught to be quiet. We're taught to hush that fuss, if you know what I mean. Boys they don't cry. Boys don't cry. Men shouldn't cry. But men can cry. Why can't we cry? So enough of that. This is why, men don't open up. So all that to say, if a man does decide to open up to you, if he trusts you enough to open up, can you be that safe space for him? Can he tell you his deepest, darkest secrets without being judged, no matter what, without being ridiculed, without being looked at different, without it being brought up in a conversation with one of your girlfriends or with one of your people because now you mad at him all of a sudden. Now you want to put his dirt out, or now you just want to talk about whatever he talked to you about. Can you be that safe space? And another reason why this is the topic is because if a man does not have a safe space, how can we change the stigma of men not opening up? So, yeah. And a safe space is more than just saying, "Hey, you good? You can trust me." I done heard it a million times before. But can I really, really trust you? And a lot of times we can't. Or if that trust gets broke with one person, it's pretty much broke with everybody because it's not. It's just, yeah, us as men, we don't. Yeah, but it's just us as men, though, you know? So I know with me, I'm going to tell you one of my stories because I'm learning. I don't want to open up about everything in my life, but I am learning to speak on my life because it's helping other men with their life. So I'm working on that. And I'm working on trying not to be looked at in a crazy way and stuff, which I don't really care what people got to say about me. However, some stuff in my personal life, yeah. So I'm gonna share a story with you. Um, had this girl one time. Me and her never really, we didn't not get together. We didn't go together. Like we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend type of thing. However, we was real cool, like real good, real good. At the time, I told her I didn't really want a girlfriend at the time because of everything else I had went through. So I was just like, yo, don't want no relationship now. No matter what we end up doing, I don't want to be committed to nobody right now. She like, yeah, okay. She was like, but at the end of the day, it's me and you, this yours and da 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 da. All right, boom, all contact gone. Didn't talk to her for a while. Kept hitting her up, no answer. Finally, I called one more time. She answered the phone. I'm like, yo, why you been avoiding me? Like, what's going on? Come to find out she pregnant. I'm like, whoa. First question, is it mine? She said, nah. Now remind you, we not together. We didn't go together. I told her straight up, like I didn't want no relationship, and I was, I wasn't ready to do that. However, I was cool with her, and like I was rocking with her too. But that, in a sense, broke my heart. And the reason why I share that story is because that wasn't a relationship. That wasn't a marriage. None of that. But because she couldn't keep it real with me, or because she told me something that really made me feel some type of way, but then you do the opposite. At the time, that made me be like, yo, forget all these girls and try not to say nothing in a crazy way, but you get what I'm saying when I say forget these girls. Like, that sent me on a path of just wanting a girl to fulfill my needs and then leaving. Like, because of that situation. Like I even told my mom, I was like, yo, I ain't getting married. I ain't doing none of that. Like, I was just like, hey, girls is girls. It is what it is. But my mama wasn't trying to, she wasn't trying to hear that though. But I'm just saying. But that story, I say that because as a man, when we're locked in on someone or someone makes us feel good, makes us feel special, but then you do that man dirty in some type of way. But then the next woman wonders why that man is a dog. That man wasn't born like that, trust me. That man wasn't automatically just a bad guy or just the worst guy in the world. Something happened. Something happened. He got done dirty. Maybe he seen his mom or dad or mom and dad go through something. Some situation turned him into what he is. Now, I know the women want to say, well, y'all be out there doing what y'all do. Y'all be cheating. Y'all don't, hey, it ain't nothing when y'all do it. But when the woman do it, da. Ladies, I get it. But this is men's mental health. This is for the men. I'm only speaking for the men. I'm not, hey, we could do a separate segment called You Straight Sis. Yo, we could do something separate. Let the women get it off their chest. But yo, right now I'm just speaking from a man's point of view. Us as men, we would shut down, we would stay quiet. And then y'all wonder why we just work hard and we just let the time go by. Then next thing you know, we end up old, trying to tell the young guys what to do and not to do because of what we done went through. So, going back to, are you a safe space? You need to be that man's peace. I got a shirt that say, be his peace. You need to be that man's peace. You need to provide for that man. That man goes out. And I'm just speaking kind of like how it be in a lot of households. Every household ain't like this, but just how it usually is. That man go out and work hard. He work maybe anywhere from 8 hours up to some men work 14. Some men work 14 to 16 hours. That man done been through all that crazy stuff. And I'm going to just say hard labor because some men do some of the craziest things for work. Like, be out there in the heat. Some men got to work in the cold. Some men got to, work around metal all day. Some men got to lift heavy objects all day. So when that man come home, he take off them steel toe boots. Or he take off them dirty work clothes and stuff. That man don't want to hear about nothing that you got going on out there. That man don't want to hear nothing from outside. Once that door closed to the house, that man just want his woman. He just want his peace. Or if he got children, he got a family, that man just want his family and he good. He just want to hear, hey, daddy. He just want to hear, hey, baby. He just want to hear, like, hey. And 9 times out of 10, when you ask that man how was his day, he don't tell you everything. He just gonna say it was good or it was cool. If it was kind of bad, he just, I made it through. Cause in all honesty with a man, once we done with it. Like if I'm done with work, I'm done with work. When I get home, I don't care about work no more. I'm ready for home. I'm ready for that meal. I'm ready to take my shower. And I'm ready to eat. And that's it. I want my kids from my woman. I want my husband from my kids. I'm ready to eat. So be that man peace. I know with me, with my wife, one thing I notice myself doing is if I have a bad day, I really don't want to even put it on my wife. Like I don't want to tell her and put the burden on her or anything. So she knows if I have a bad day, I go in there and For some reason, I lay on my wife's leg. And I don't know what it is, but every time I fall asleep and I wake up and I'm good. But I think it's just that point of being there. And I had to teach my wife, like, I ain't gonna say teach, but I had to get her to understand that when you know it's a problem with me, you know I got something, an issue going on, sometimes I need you to listen, not to respond, but just listen so I can get it out. Or if I don't say anything and you know something is wrong with me, just give me time and it'll go away. So like I said, I lay my head on her leg. I go to sleep. When I wake up, that situation done. Then she asked me, like, why don't you talk about it? Sometimes I just feel like it ain't important enough to talk about. Like, if that situation, ain't changing my whole lifestyle, it ain't big enough for me to be tripping over all day long and for me to even give it time to bring it up again. So I need that woman to be my safe space. Um, Another thing with being that man's peace, you need to know if you and your man are going through situations, y'all need to know when it's good for y'all to talk and communicate. Because communication is key. But you need to know when it's good to communicate. But you also need to know when it's time to step away for a little while and come back to that situation. Me and my wife, we try not to go to sleep mad because you don't know if you're gonna wake up in the morning or not. If we have a disagreement, sometimes both of us want to get our story out. Sometimes both of us want to be heard. Sometimes we go tit for tat because we want you to know. Like, I want you to know what I got to say, and she want me to know what she got to say. All that. Sometimes you just need to step away from the situation. I'm finding out food will solve some things. Now, fellas, am I lying when I say you give a woman something to eat, she'll be quiet for a little while. Women love to eat. So, yeah. Sometimes you gotta step away. So if that man steps away from you, man, that man ain't going out to go cheat on you. That man ain't going out to go do something stupid. That man probably going to sit in the car for a minute. That man probably going to go to the gym. He gonna go ride out. He gonna do something. But a lot of the times, that man ain't thinking about stepping out on you. That man just want to get away from you for a while because you talking too much. You running your mouth. He ain't got time to hear it. He trying to have some peace. I should have let the topic be peace for real, but it's good. But you need to be his safe space. And that just came to my mind. Ladies, listen to me if you're listening. Or men, let the ladies hear this part right here. When a man and a woman, when they fussing or they clashing or whatever, that man still love you. That man don't care that you doing all that mess. That man still love you. That man still gonna make sure them bills paid. That man still gonna make sure food on the table. That man still gonna provide. I don't know why y'all ladies think just because y'all had a bad moment, he just about to up and leave. Now, if a lot of men do that, ladies, I'm sorry. But when y'all go through it, that man still loves you. He ain't going nowhere. But that's if he loves you for real. That's if he loves you. Speaking of love, I had a family member say this, and it hit me when he said it. He said, I chose to love you. So ladies, understand that man chose to love you. It doesn't matter if you got this or that. If a woman got a butt bigger than yours, who cares? If a woman got a better job than you, who cares? A lot of women, y'all compare yourselves. Y'all create this dilemma in your head, but then you think your man is gonna want that. If that man chose you, he chose you for a reason. Be his safe space. Please be his safe space. I'm gonna get out the women for a minute before y'all don't even look at my stuff no more. Off of this, y'all gonna think I'm against women or something. No, no, no. I'm just saying we got to change how we view things so that we can just make homes healthier for real. But it ain't just women. Men, be a safe space for other men. Talk to that man. Get to know what's going on. And don't be so ready to run back and tell his business. Or I know a lot of men they'll keep your secret until they mad at you. Or they'll keep your secret until a woman is involved. And then they want to tell the woman so they can look good thinking they going to get something from the woman. Nah, don't do that, bruh. That ain't cool. Don't do that, bro. Another thing I want to say that's on my mind right now. Men, I don't know why, and it's excuse me, it's in the videos, it's in like the music videos, it's in the songs, it's in the movies, all this stuff. A man will sit there and say he can get another man's woman. Yeah, I can get your chick. Yeah, I can get his chick. Yeah, I did this with his chick. You want to be all cool, but then when your chick do something with another man, you crying like a baby. But what makes you a man that you can go grab somebody else, another man's woman? Though, like that ain't cool. That ain't being no man. Get your own. Get your own. So back to the men being a safe space for other men. You can't sit there and be envying another man, but yet you talking about you his friend. When a man come to you and open up and you know you already going through the situation too, why belittle him? Why put him down? That ain't cool. How they say you ain't keeping it P. But for real. So we have to become safe spaces for each other. We have to let men be able to open up and talk. We can share advice. We can share our stories, not be judged. We can learn from one another, and we'll be all right. So I ask the question again: are you a safe space? And with that being said, I think that's about all I gotta say. So I want to jump into how this podcast is pretty much going to be set up before I go. So if I do have a guest, I'm going to take it as if I got a guest with me. If not, it's going to be, pretty much the same thing. But I got a guest. I'm going to introduce that guest. We're going to get to know the guest. We're going to jump into a topic like I just did. We might play a little game or two or do some kind of other activity in that particular segment. Then we're gonna give advice. I got people sending questions or concerns or suggestions, anything you want to talk about. So we're gonna do like a little audience thing. I'm thinking about every now and then doing something where women get to share their stories or share their comments, and we actually speak on it. Then I think I said it, but yeah, we're gonna get some advice. And we're gonna end it. But that's it, man. I ain't trying to do nothing fancy. I ain't trying to be. I hope it grows. I hope this grows, but I ain't trying to do nothing fancy, man. I'm just trying to spread positivity through the brotherhood. The brotherhood. That sounds funny. I don't know why. But I'm just trying to spread a positive message. I'm just trying to like I said, empower the men to prioritize their mental well-being. A lot of us men, we hide a lot of stuff, and we hide behind these faces. We hide behind saying I'm good, and we not. We not. So with me helping y'all heal, I'm slowly healing myself. Like I see it. So yeah. So my advice for tonight, for this podcast, for this show, my advice is you're not always prepared in life, you know? We're not prepared for every step we take. However, you can choose what shoes you're going to take your journey in. Yeah. Let it marinate. We're not prepared for every step we take, but we can decide what shoes we're going to start our journey in. Take that how you want to take it. So with that being said, this is the first official episode, YGB Mental Health, where men talk and listen. And you just sat through a YGB convo. I appreciate it. I hope this goes good. I just pray to God that everything go good with this, man. God gave me the vision, so I'm pretty sure he gonna do what he got to do with his vision. I'm just carrying it out, and I'm done. And trust me, you gonna be good, bro.